you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Julian, also known as the Thrifting Machine here on YouTube, and I buy stuff and flip it online for a living and make YouTube videos about it. So today is going to be a day in the life of me as a full-time eBay reseller. I also do like haul videos and a lot of what sold videos. So if you like that type of content, always remember to subscribe, comment down below, and like the video. So let's go ahead and get started with the day. I know it seems like I sound sleepy, but I shouldn't be because I woke up late and it is 8:15, which means I'm running late. We did have 3 things sell overnight. We had a Mizuno iron right there, and then we had a SpongeBob GameCube, and then we had a ping putter that I actually just put on. I did take an offer on that. I put it on for like 40 bucks and took an offer for 34. So let's go grab the SpongeBob thing. The room is a mess. I gotta clean this room up. This is where my media is in this dark hole up here. This is all the media that I actually have. I don't really sell a lot of media. So this is gonna be the SpongeBob. I think it's that one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's that one. And then the Mizuno, I actually already saw it. It's somewhere over here. It's nice because it has a red, yeah. This is actually a really nice club. Went for, I think, $38 or $40. I had it listed all the way up in the 60s, but nobody, you know, offered me any money for it until now. So I was like, you know what? I sold it for, yeah, $38. So they're $50 all in. So that's not too bad. So we're going to pack this stuff up. I would do it on film, but I'm running late. I like to be at the post office super early in the morning because if I'm there, I get to get a cart, like to bring my stuff in. If you're not there, you don't get a cart, and I have all this stuff to throw in there. I had a pretty good weekend. It wasn't like a record weekend. It was just a strong weekend. So I got some of this right here. Let me turn the light on. And then all those golf clubs. So I think I just sold an iron set on Macari. So I think that was a total of maybe 13 or 14 golf clubs or sets going out. So let me get to packing. All right, just went to the post office and now I'm sitting outside of a Salvation Army waiting for them to open at 10 o'clock. I had to go to the post office and UPS, and it's just been, it's like a dreary day. Check it out. I mean, it's like a nasty, rainy, not too cold though, just dreary day. It's not too bad though when you have palm trees in front of you because I think they're super cool. But yeah, it's just one of those days so far. I'm like not really motivated to do anything, but I have to be because I have so much to do when I go home. My death pile, you know, I'm always like, I don't have a death pile. That might be a fib now because it's all electronics. Like these are still in my car from the auction like 2 weeks ago. I can't get into testing electronics for some reason, but I got to. I got so many to test. Might be a good day to do that today, but I got to get some golf clubs. If you follow me on Instagram, if not, follow me on the Bearded Thrift Machine. I had a huge golf club sales weekend, which was good. I did about 13 clubs and 2 sets, so I'm happy with that. But I'm gonna sit here and wait and try to get motivated to do something. The coffee really hasn't kicked in quite yet today. Maybe I made it a little bit too not so strong. So we're gonna run in here real quick, then go home and get some stuff done. Actually, I gotta stop and get some shipping stuff. I ran out of saran wrap, and I gotta ship some clubs out that just sold, so we'll see. First thrift store wasn't that great, but I did come up to a second thrift store, this Goodwill right here, and I did get some pretty decent stuff. I got one golf club. It's a driving iron. This isn't like wonderful by any means, but I think it should go for at least 15 bucks. I paid $3 for it. It's a night one-shot driving iron. And then I did get an old Pyrex, what do they call it, like a roasting pan or something. Had the lid. It's in like, it needs to be washed off, but there's no cracks in it. Got that for $5. And the amber ones look like they go for like 35 to 40 bucks plus shipping, or $55 free shipping. And then I got this thing, and this caught my eye. And I remember Kat saying something, the nurse Flipper, about Royal Albert and something about this rose, old country rose stuff. So I looked it up, and I think that this is what that is. I have to do more research, but I only got it for $2.99, and I think this is gonna go for maybe like 20 bucks or 25 or something like that. So we will see. It's always good to have like names in your head because I saw that walking by. I don't even look at like the mugs or cups or anything like that, but that was in the container, and it's a 2002, and it looks like it's brand new. It's been open, but it doesn't look like it's ever been out of the box. So I'll just clean it up a little bit and hopefully like quick 20 bucks. All right, going on noon, not super productive, but I'm going to be like really soon. I promise you I'm going to get my acting gear here and start listing and shipping and doing all that eBay stuff. But I had a Instagram follower say, hey, can you go over the difference between male clubs and female clubs? Again, I'm not an expert, but I will show you exactly how I look at it and determine if it's a male club or a female club. First, it might actually say on the shaft, right here I have 4 clubs, 2 are female and 2 are male, and each female club does say on the shaft that it's going to be a female club. Like this one right here says it's a ladies flex right there, and then this one is an older club, and this one actually says also ladies. Now a male club most likely won't say like men's on it, it just won't say anything. It'll just say like a regular flex, like that one's like an S90 plus, and this one is a super shaft something something. So the ladies clubs usually do say, but if the tag's missing on it, then you wouldn't know if it's a ladies clubs or a male club. And I just Googled this, so that's where I'm getting most of my information from on this, but I want to show like the difference when, you know, in person. So basically when you first look at them, like a male club kind of does look a little bit more masculine. There's no like real colors on them. Some of them do have colors, don't get me wrong. This is like a generic type of overview. And like a female club, like that one's got pink on it. This one's like a lighter blue. Not saying there's not men clubs that don't have light blue on them, but when you look at it, you could be like, okay, you know, got a little color on it. Let's see exactly some more issues or things that can determine it's a female club. Then the biggest thing is going to be the length. So these are pretty much lined up together, and you can tell right here that the female clubs, which are these two, are shorter than the male clubs. And this one's actually kind of long for a female club, but it is about an inch shorter. And this one right here is easily two inches shorter than this one. So right there, I did Google it, and it usually says that a female club is going to be about 1 inch to 2 inches shorter than a male club. So these are all 9 iron, so that so far has been right on the money that they are shorter. Also, when you grip a female club, like this one in particular, I can feel that this is a lot thinner than this grip. I wouldn't say a lot thinner, but it is noticeably thinner, and this one too. So I also Googled that basically when you like feel it or pick it up, you're gonna feel that the grip is a slight difference like in thickness than a male club. And when you start, and the good thing is if you're looking at clubs, you're gonna have more clubs there, and you can pick one out that you know is a male club, right? So pick that one up, feel it, feel what if, you know, the thickness of the actual like handle of it, and then go to a female club and see if you can feel the difference. And that's really about it. There's no other, like the head of the club I don't think is any different, because I've had the same head-on clubs, just different shafts. Because most of this is gonna have to do with the shaft of the club. I mean, again, these are designated because they, you know, have that on there, but I've had ping clubs that were like, you know, the same men's pings but had female shafts on them. So the biggest difference is going to be the shaft, but a lot of times they will be marked. But if they're not marked on the shaft, like say if this was missing and that was gone, I would just come down here, I would notice that it has a pink emblem on it, and then I would measure the club, and then I would compare it to a male club to make sure that, you know, it was about 1 inch to 2 inches shorter, and I'd put that in the description. And then I would, like, you know, that one right there has a pink overlay in the grip, and then I would measure the grip, feel the grip, and that one's definitely thinner than the other one. So then I would say that would be a female club. So right there, the biggest thing is going to be the length of the club, and it's going to be the thickness of the grip. But first off, look up and down that club to see if it's actually on the shaft, if it's a female club or male club, and that's how I do it. All right, so we're actually gonna start cleaning some golf clubs, and I'll show you how I do it and the stuff that I use. It's super easy, so let's go ahead and get started on that. So I use REM oil, and this stuff is usually for firearms, but it also is a cleaning chemical, and it also works obviously on metals like this. As you can tell, this one right here is pretty gnarly looking. It's got like some corrosion there. It's not really shiny whatsoever. And so this will clean it up. And even the shaft right here, if you look right there, it's got like, you know, some nastiness on it. I do this all on the floor too. That's why my carpet looks as bad as it does. I probably shouldn't, but you know, it is what it is. Then I use 2 like little wire brushes, and where I don't want anything to scratch, and then I have like a hard nylon brush. So I'm gonna go ahead and start cleaning this stuff, and I'll show you exactly how I do it. It's very easy. It just, sometimes it can be time consuming, but I think a shiny club will sell a lot faster than like if I posted this on right now with all that on there than a non-shiny club. And also very sad to tell everybody that this thing right here, I did use this last night. I actually bought it to put it in my videos. Well, it turns out I mean, it works perfectly, but you can hear it. And I didn't realize how loud that was going to be in my last wood sold. So if you watch that and you hear static, it's that thing right there. But it was like going on midnight when I was editing that film, and I knew I had to get it out because I'm trying to do one a day, and I was not going to redo that film. It took me way longer than it should have because I was doing it at night, and at night I can't speak as clearly or something. My brain stops functioning, so I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead and do a time lapse on me cleaning this club and show you the result. Alright, so they took them only about 45 seconds to a minute to actually get this club clean. Now, I don't go like crazy because you could probably spend a lot longer on this club and make it like spotless. Thing is, it's an old club and it's never going to be spotless ever again because it ain't brand new. So I just try to get the heavy stuff off. So this is what it looks like right now. And you saw it before. So the shine is definitely back in this thing. It's very shiny. And then even in there, there's no more dirt. And then you saw what that looked like. And that's really pretty clean. And then you saw like the little rust spots on there before, and they are all gone. This thing is pretty shiny. Up here, this is going to be some like heavier pitting, so that's not coming off. I mean, it is what it is at this point for the shaft, but everything else is pretty shiny, and that's all I'm going to do for that club, and boom, it's done. So 45 seconds to a minute a club. All right, so the golf clubs are all listed, and I was about ready to list this little static guy, but there's a switch on the back that says audio, and I couldn't understand like what it was for, but it didn't work. Like I switched it on there and nothing would happen, but when you like hit it, it would like static for a second and shut off. Well, then I figured out what it's for. Check this out. All right, so it's going on 6 o'clock, and to be honest with you, today has not been that productive for me. I had some personal things to take care of where I was on the phone for a really long time, and it kind of like shot the day. So it's going on 6, and I've only listed like 10 new items, but I did relist 10 other items. So what I did was end some, and then I did actually sell a similar, changed some things on the title, and then relisted. So it looks like I listed 20 today, and I happen to do that like a lot. If I don't list a lot, something's going on that day, I will go ahead and do that with some old items that aren't really selling, and I'll like tweak the picture, or I'll tweak the title and then put it back on eBay and see what happens. This is my day-to-day, is just handling this personal stuff. Like I said, I listed like 20 items, 10 new and 10 old, and today I'm probably around $200 in gross sales. A lot of that was on Mercari. Today I'm actually out performing myself on Mercari than I am on eBay, so that's kind of different. But what we're gonna do today is do that and edit this video. I know this video really wasn't that informative at all, you know, maybe some golf club stuff, so I'm just trying to do a video a day to see what happens. So I appreciate y'all watching. If you like this type of content, always remember to subscribe, comment on, like the video, and you know I will always catch you on the next one.